Good evening, baseball fans. You are tuning in to Houston Astros Network, and we are here at Dodger Stadium for Game 3 of the 2015 World Series, a matchup between our hometown Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The series is currently tied at 1 game apiece. And there you see Bo Porter, manager of the Houston Astros, and the lineup that he's put together for today's matchup. Leading things off in center field will be Rafael Ortega. Batting second, also playing second, will be Jose Altuve. Batting third, playing first, will be Kendrys Morales, and the cleanup spot will be the right fielder, George Springer. On the mound for the Dodgers will be Hyun-Jin Ryu, 1-0 on the playoffs so far with a 1.00 ERA in 1 game started, and he pitched a complete game. Very solid performance so far for the left-hander for the Dodgers. And making his way to the plate now to lead things off in this ball game for the Astros is Rafael Ortega, who's having a very solid postseason leadoff spot. The kick and the pitch from Ryu is given a ride. That's going to get into foul territory. Puig is going to be able to get to it, and he puts it away for the first out of the top of the first inning as Ortega goes down, first pitch swinging. And that's going to bring up the first baseman, Kendrys Morales, who is the front runner for the playoffs MVP award with a .362 average, 7 home runs, and 12 RBIs. A very, very solid playoff performance from the first baseman, the handyman as they call him, Kendrys Morales. And Ryu's getting set here on the mound with 2 outs in the inning. The kick and the pitch is given a ride into right field. That's going to get back to the track, to the wall, and it gets right in front of the track as Puig puts it away for the final out of the top of the first inning. We'll be right back here on Houston Astros Network. Welcome back to Houston Astros Network. We are here in the bottom of the first inning, and there you see Don Mattingly, the skipper of the Dodgers team, and the lineup that he's put together. And leading things off in left field will be Carl Crawford. Batting second, also playing second, is Alex Guerrero. In the 3-hole will be the right fielder, Yasiel Puig. And in the cleanup spot will be the center fielder, Matt Kemp. And on the mound for the Astros, facing that deadly lineup, will be the right-hander, Julio Teheran, the ace for the Astros team. 2-1 so far in the playoffs with a 3.38 ERA in 5 games started, in 32 innings pitched, and 31 strikeouts. He has pitched a lot of games so far in the playoffs. Here with the 0-2 count on Crawford, the kick, and the pitch is grounded to the shortstop VR. He takes his time, fires the first, and he gets Carl Crawford out for the first out of the bottom of the first inning. And that's going to bring up Yasiel Puig, the right fielder. 0-2 count on him with 2 outs. The kick and the pitch from Teheran is swung through, and Yasiel Puig goes down swinging. And Julio Teheran retires Puig on strikes. And we are still scoreless at the end of 1. We'll be right back here at Houston Astros Network. Welcome back to Houston Astros Network. We are here in the top of the third inning. Full count on Mike Zunino. The kick and the pitch from Ryu is taken for a ball on the outside half of the plate. Mike Zunino is going to take his base, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Jonathan VR, who is taken over for Nakajima at shortstop, who is also playing for the injured Carlos Correa, and he's had to step up big time here, and he has. The pitch from Ryu is a drag bunt down the third baseline. AJ Ellis is going to field that one, but he got to it a bit late, and the speed from Jonathan VR is just a bit too much, as he was able to lay down a beautiful drag bunt and get an infield single. And that's going to bring up Julio Teheran, now the pitcher, and as expected, he lays down a bunt. That's a nice bunt as well, as he gets runners over to second and third with 1 out. As he lays down a beautiful bunt, does the job, and that's going to bring up the leadoff man, Rafael Ortega. Ryu getting set. The kick and the pitch is grounded to second baseman Guerrero. He fires the first, as that's the only play he has. And now we've got 2 outs in the inning, but a run does come around to score as the Astros strike first and make this a 1-0 ball game. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Jose Altuve, all 5'6" of him. The kick and the pitch from Ryu is given a ride. That's in the left center gap. That one's going to get up against the wall. Altuve rounds first, heads into second, and Jose Altuve has himself a stand-up RBI double as he gives the Astros a comfortable 2-0 lead here in the top of the third inning. And that's going to bring up the handyman, as they call him, Kendrys Morales. Ryu getting set. Here comes the pitch, and that's given a ride into deep center field. That's back, and it's caught a step in front of the warning track as Matt Kemp just got to that one in time as he puts it away for the final out of the inning. But not before the Astros strike for 2. We'll be right back here in Houston Astros Network. Welcome back to Houston Astros Network. We are here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The 3-2 pitch is taken for a ball to Carl Crawford, and that's going to make 1st and 2nd here for the Dodgers with 2 outs. 1-2 count on Alex Guerrero. The kick and the pitch from Teheran is given a ride in the right center gap. That one's going to get against the wall as George Springer cannot get to it in time. 1 run comes around to score. 2 runs are going to come around to score, and that is a bases-clearing stand-up double for the young Alex Guerrero, as he has tied this ball game up with 1 swing of the bat. 2-2 count here on Matt Kemp. The pitch is grounded down the left field line. That's going to get in the left field. It's going to score 1, and the Dodgers now have the lead in the ball game as the throw to the plate is a bit too late, and Matt Kemp has given them a 3-2 lead. Adrian Gonzalez at the plate now, and that's also going to get in the left field. It's going to land for a base hit, and it's going to get past Evan Gattis in left. 1 run's going to try to score. 2 runs are going to come around to score. It is now a 5-2 Dodgers lead, as they have had a spectacular bottom of the 3rd inning, and they have blown this one wide open. Hanley Ramirez stepping in for the Dodgers now. The pitch is grounded to the shortstop VR. He takes a few steps to his left, fires the first, and he gets Hanley Ramirez out at first. And they finally get themselves out of the inning, but not before the Dodgers blow this one wide open by a score of 5-2. We will be right back here in Houston Astros Network. Welcome back to Houston Astros Network. We are here in the top of the 6th inning with 1 out as George Springer digs in for the Astros. The kick and the pitch from Ryu is grounded in the left field line, and that barely stays fair. And George Springer is going to have himself a single, as he was not going to test the arm of Carl Crawford. And they've got themselves a 1-out base runner, and a very deadly base runner at that. That brings up Todd Frazier. Ryu looking down the runner at first. The kick. And Springer takes off for 2nd. He slides and avoids the tag, and he's got himself a stolen base. That is one thing the Astros do best in the entire Major League Baseball, is play small ball, steal bases, get themselves in scoring position. And that's going to bring up Evan Gattis. The pitch is lined to center field. That's going to land for a base hit in front of Matt Kemp. George Springer's going to round 3rd, head home. He's going to score, and they are slowly chipping away at this lead. Off the RBI single of Evan Gattis is now a 5-3 ball game. And that's going to bring up Mike Zunino, the catcher. Ryu looking down the runner at first. The kick and the pitch is lined into right field. Yasiel Puig makes a dive for it, but gets past his glove. That's going to get up against the wall. Evan Gattis is hustling around the bases. He rounds 3rd. He's going to head home. There's going to be play at 3rd, and Mike Zunino has himself a sliding in triple. And it is now a 5-4 ball game. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Jonathan VR. 0-1 count on him. The kick and the pitch from Ryu is lined, and that's going to be right at the glove of Hanley Ramirez. He sticks his hand out there, makes the play, and that's how the inning will end. Not before the Astros strike for 2 and make it a 5-4 only Dodgers lead. We'll be right back here in Houston Astros Network. Welcome back to Houston Astros Network. We are here in the bottom of the 7th inning as Francisco Rodriguez, K-Rod as they call him, comes in. 3 games appeared in the playoffs so far with a 4.91 ERA and 3.2 innings pitched. Not the greatest of stats. 0-1 count to Yasiel Puig, and he gives that one a ride into deep center field. That's going to get back to the track, to the wall, and that's out of here. Yasiel Puig solo shot to dead center field. Gives the Dodgers a 6-4 lead. And they are just trying everything they can to seal the deal here. Get a win here in Los Angeles on their home field. 2 outs in the inning now. Matt Kemp at the plate. The pitch from K-Rod is grounded to shortstop VR. He fires the first, and he gets the runner out. And that's going to be the end of the top of the 7th inning. As the Dodgers strike for 1 and make it a 6-4 ball game. You'll be right back here in Houston Astros Network. Welcome back to Houston Astros Network. We are here in the top of the 9th inning as Kenley Jansen comes on for the Dodgers to shut the door. And he has done just that in the playoffs so far, as he's come in for 3 games, and he shut it in their face 3 times. Jonathan Villar digging in for the Astros now. Jansen getting set. The kick, and the pitch is grounded down the right field line. That's going to barely land fair, get up against the wall. Jonathan Villar is going to round first, head into second, standing up, as he's got himself a 1-out double, and the Astros are looking good here if they're going to have a comeback. And now Donald Nakayama is going to come in to pinch hit for the pitcher, Francisco Rodriguez. And he's just going to try to get on base here, try to get the runner over, do what he can. He batted .257 with 10 home runs and 46 RBIs in the regular season, finishing second in the Rookie of the Year vote. Jansen getting set. The kick. And the pitch is given a ride in the left field. That's weakly hit, and it's going to be caught by Carl Crawford. Villar thought about testing his arm, but he chose wisely as he's held up at second. And now there's 2 outs, and the Dodgers are 1 out away from clinching the win in this one. 2-2 count here on the leadoff man, Rafael Ortega. The kick and the pitch from Jansen is popped to sky high into shallow left field. Crawford's there, and he puts it away for the final out of the ball game as Kenley Jansen comes in for his 4th game of the playoffs and gets his 4th save of the playoffs. And that's going to wrap this one up as the Dodgers take this one by a score of 6-5, and they take a 2-1 lead in the 2015 World Series as they have the momentum going in to Game 4. Take things down to the field now for our tops player of the game of Yasiel Puig. He had 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 home run and an RBI in 3 at-bats. He was a key part to this LA Dodgers win in Game 3. And with that being said, that'll wrap things up here at Dodger Stadium for Game 3 of the World Series. Don't forget to take a look at the box score on your way out, and also don't forget to tune in here on Houston Astros Network for Game 4 of the 2015 World Series here at Dodger Stadium.